And we're back here. Okay, going to show you some different ways to solve some of these problems. So, Annie took 8 photographs at home and 6 photographs at school. Okay, this time I'm going to just use a math mountain, just to change it up a little bit. Okay, so 8 photographs at home, 7 at school, she got 15. She had 15 photographs. Her sister Amanda took 6 fewer than Annie. Okay, well then I'm going to do another math mountain here. So for 15, her sister took 6 fewer than her. How many did Amanda take? Oh. So that means I can treat it like that. Actually, I'm going to not do the math mountain here. We're going to do a comparison bar. Because Annie took 15. Her sister took 6 fewer. So then how many fewer is that? Well, 15 minus 6 is 9 photos. And remember, this comparison bar works like a math mountain. There's 15 total. Her sister Amanda took 6 fewer. How many are left there then? This is kind of like the part total. Kind of like part total. 8 plus 7 equals 15. 6 plus what equals 15. So that's why 9 goes there. Okay, this time I'll use just a regular equation. There are 5 sheep, 3 goats, and some rabbits at the petting zoo. Okay, altogether there are 15. Well, first I'll figure out how many. Well, I'm going to change that up. I'm going to change it to. I know that altogether there are 15. Okay, I know that there are 5 sheep. I know there are 3 goats, but then I'm missing a piece here. Well, I know that when I put these two together, this equals 8. So then I really just need to do 15 minus 8. So 7. 7 rabbits. So it's just using a comparison bar like that. Okay. The new library opened. The library lent out 234 books on Sunday, and they lent out 138 books on Sunday. So I'm going to take those two numbers to start, because they lent out a bunch of books. So that's what I need to figure out first. How many books did they lend out? Well, 4 plus 8 is 12. 1 plus 3 plus 3 is 7. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So they lent out 372 books. By the end of the weekend, 78 books were returned. Ooh, okay. So they lent out that many books, but some of the books came back, so now I have to take away some of those lent out books. I can't do 2 minus 8. Change my color. So take away one of my 10s, put 10 ones there. 12 minus 8 is 4. Can't do 3 minus 7, so we're going to my hundreds. Take away one of my hundreds. Now I have 10 10s over here, so I have 16 10s. Okay, so really how many books were not returned? There are still 294 books not returned. Katie had 8 dimes and some nickels in her bank. She had 4 more nickels than dimes. Okay, well, so she has 8 dimes and she has some. Well, she has 4 more nickels than dimes. Well, it means she has more, so I have to add on this then. 8 plus 4 is 12. Then she took 5 nickels out of her coin purse. Then she took out 5 nickels to put in her coin purse. So she has 12 nickels because she had 8 dimes, 4 more nickels though, so she has 12 nickels. Then she took out 5 nickels though. And so how many nickels are in a duck bank now? 7 nickels. And this is like where just doing some equations like that and just doing the equations as you solve can be really helpful there. Okay, Tony had 14 color pencils. There were 9 of them that needed to be sharpened, and the rest were sharp. Okay, well, we're going to do that part first. We're going to do another math mountain. So he has 14 color pencils. 9 needed to be sharp. Some were not. Okay, well, I know that answer then is going to be 5, because 14 minus 9 equals 5. We're part total, so if I want to get this part right here, To get the top, I do 9 plus 5 equals 14. To get that spot where the question mark was, I did 14 minus 9 equals 5. Yesterday, his uncle gave him some new ones. He gave him some new colored pencils. Now he has 12. Okay. Well, my new total is now 12. He had 5. We need to know how many pencils did his uncle give him. So we have something right here as another question mark. Well, part total, 5 plus something equals 12, because I can think about it like that too. 5 plus something equals 12. Or the other way to think about it would be 12 minus 5 equals something. Well, I know that's 7. So he gave him 7 pencils. Okay, check your thinking here before you go to the next page. Okay, now these next ones are a little bit different. So on these ones, we're going to be using rounding or mental math to decide if the answer is reasonable. Write yes or no. Then write an equation and solve the problem to see if you're correct. So I'm going to show you how to do the first 2 problems, and then I'll stop and you can come back and check them. So, Chelsea's class collected cans of food for their local food pantry. They collected 27 cans on Monday, 78 cans on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, they collected 53. How many cans did the class collect on those 3 days? Well, they think the answer is that. So we're going to first check, is the answer reasonable? And to do that, we're going to do rounding. So just over here in this blank spot over here, I'm just going to do my rounding. So 27 rounded is 30. Rounding, because I'm going to be rounding to the nearest 10. Remember that. 27, underline my 2, dot under my helper, going to round up. Because my rounder 7, remember, I should write this quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you round up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, you round down. Okay, so just remember that piece. You know, I'm even going to leave that there. So I'm going to change my work spot over here. So 27 cans is rounded to 30. 78 cans is rounded to 80. And collected 53 cans, 53 is rounded to 50. I'm going to add these up. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 8 is 11. Plus 5 more is 16. So 60. So rounded is 160. Their answer is 150. Is the answer reasonable? Yes. The answer is reasonable. Because the real answer is 158. And that's really close. 160. Yeah, totally. I mean, that's really, really close. You're not going to be able to. I mean, it's only a couple away for the rounded answer, so that's very, very close. Then, it's going to make me. I'm going to lose some of my work there, so I'm not going to move it too much yet. Down below it, then I'm going to do the real answer just to make sure it is correct. So 27 plus 78 plus 53. Okay, 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Plus 5 more is 15. So 158. Yep. So that all works, because it is 158. Cool. So I'm just going to give you a pause there. You can record down some of your own thinking. You can pause the video just to check your own thinking. I want you to try that problem yourself. But we have to just erase a lot of this here. So I'm going to need the space. Okay. Barry Barry strings beads. He had 54 beads on a string, and he took off 29 beads. Then he took off 5 more. How many beads are on the string now? Okay, well, I'm going to start by doing my rounding. Okay, so he had 54 beads. Well, 54. I'm dividing my rounder. 4 is my helper. 4 says down, so 50. 29. Underline my rounder. Daughter my helper. 9 tells me to go up, so 30. And 5 more. Well, 5, I'm going to round up to 10. Okay. Now, but I'm going to go back a little bit, though, because those are my rounded numbers. So he had 54 beads on his string, and he took off 29. So I'm actually going to do 50 minus 30 equals 20. Then he took off 5 more. I'm just going to round that to 10. So then we're going to do 20 minus 10 equals 10. Oh, and their answer was 35 beads. So no, but I'm going to figure out what the real answer is, though, too, at the same time. So 54 beads, and he took off 29. Can't do 4 minus 9. 5 tens turns into 4 tens. 10 tens over here, so 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. Then he took off 5 more. So that's going to be 20. 25 minus 5. Okay, 5 minus 5 is 0. 2 minus nothing is 2. Nope. He really is only supposed to have, the answer is supposed to be 20 beads. So the answer was not reasonable. Looks like they were probably doing a whole lot more adding. And kind of missed that step there. Okay, so you can check your work. You can try practicing solving this. But the final answer is no, 20 beads. But you can go back and rewatch that part if you need to also. Then I am going to read these last ones. So Dina counted the books on the 3 shelves of the classroom library. She counted 33 books on the top shelf, 52 books on the middle shelf, and 48 books on the bottom shelf. How many books on the 3 shelves? Okay. 13. Mrs. Lance bought 6 packages of paper cups. Each package has 20 cups. She used 78 for the party. How many cups does she have left? Okay, come back and check your answers.